Alright, we're back here. Everybody's just gone live. We can see here Mark as player 1. And the referee is the guy from Brazil. He is standing there. He doesn't want to sit down. He's going to sit for a long time today. And the phase today is just the qualifications. There we go. So hello everyone, welcome. Mara, Square Window, Rage World, welcome everyone to join in. The World Championship is has officially started now. We can see Mark here in the player seat. He's driving first all tracks in order, Mario Circuit 1 all the way down to Rainbow Road. And when Mark is done, they're going to swap places and then the other person is going to play. And there we go. One is writing down the time. They're verifying. You can see if they are agreed with it. And then the other one can make a picture in case needed. Just in case the phone crashes or runs out of battery. We are doing well here, Rage World. We're doing well. Everybody's of course nervous, I think except me. I'm more like doing things on the background, casting and providing everybody with the score and updates. So everybody else can focus on their gameplay. It's incredibly warm here, especially on main stage where we got some big lights going on. You can see Mark's forehead being lit up by that light. And he is shiny. Sweating because he's nervous. So far he has done 2 tracks. Now going on track Ghost Valley 1. Usually a full round takes about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on who the player is and how good you're playing. And after that it's the other person's turn. There we go. Track number 3 is complete. Pretty good time, 1:8, pretty solid. Look at them driving. A 64, 67, 61, 61. That's only variations of a few frames. So Mark is off for a very solid, steady time. And that's sometimes much more variable than being first in one and crashing another. Hey Meridian, what's the multi-stream URL? Sorry, I don't follow the MK scene. Alright, let me look it up for you. It's basically, if you go to multi-twitch, let me just create it for you. Let me just go to the website and see how it works. Let's see, does it work? I see stream number 1, 3, 2, okay, they're all loading. I believe this is the one. There we go. Send it. Yeah, there it is. So it's basically multi-twitch.tv / stream number 1 / stream number 2 / stream number 3, etc, etc. You can basically build it up forever. And there's also an active chat on the right side, so you can still chat in the multi-Twitch website. So you can easily swap between places. I can see that SMK Championship is not online. Let's see, maybe that it ends with an S. It's the one that being monitored by the French. It's a French stream. But I see that the first 3 works. No problem, square window. Ah, there we go. It needed an S at the very end. If you go to the last, if you go to the URL and you put an S at the very end, it works. And there we go. Yeah, true. The last one is still work in progress. Let me just link it one more time for those that just come in. The link means to watch all the streams currently available. Right now on my side is Mark playing, and on the main stream it's Carol and Zarkov. Here you can see them. Once the player is complete and has done all the tracks, they're going to swap spots. The idea here, or mechanism behind this, is that one player plays all tracks and the other person is the referee. Pretty much monitors the rule sets so that the player in question is not like pressing pause or quitting out or resetting when he has a bad start or making a crash. You only get one attempt each track. No seconds, no redos, no resets, nothing. You start and you finish. Anything else, you just have to deal with it. And of course, the most important part is when you're completed, the other person can focus on writing down the time, while the player itself can just focus on getting mentally prepared for the next track. It all went down science over the past couple years. We used to have that the second group is basically away from the scene and cannot see the results of the first group. And there was one person of the organization running down the venue, writing down each person's time, name, TV, etc., and then press start. That just a slight tap on the shoulder that he or she can start the game. But it takes about 1.5 hours that way, because you have to wait until everyone is complete before the second track can start. So if you're a good driver and you're done in 1 minute, the last driver might still need to start his track. So that's why we revamped the setup, and now the second player can just watch how the other person is playing. It's absolutely so much better, and it really gives really no extra benefit, because the only knowledge you gain is one person's time. Only one extra. Wow. So what we do now is we let the top half play first. And then we have the bottom half play second. So that the time of rotation is much faster. Yeah, we've been doing this for like about 20 years now. So you can see there's a lot of time and evolvement going on. It has been developed over so many years. We used to also use pen and paper, and now we're using a Google Drive, Google Doc, where everybody can just write down the times, and no more handwritings, nothing. Thank you so much, Square Window, for the 100 bits. Sorry, there's no alert because this is not my computer that we're using. It's only my stream for the championship. So I have my alerts at home, not here in the venue. But I will still welcome you for the 100 bits. And you're most welcome. If you have any questions, just let me know. There you go. The referee is taking a picture and verifying with the player if it's okay. And there we go. Mark is off to track number 7, Ghost Valley 2. An easy track, but it's also very dangerous. Because it's very easy, everybody will have a good time. So if you want to beat this track, you have to take a little risk. As you can see here, you can jump over the gap or you cannot. That saves like maybe a tenth of a second, but that tenth of a second is the difference between a good time and a much better time. But if you time your jumping incorrect, then you just jump in a pit. So that's why this track is very easy, but also very dangerous. Like right now, it's just a matter of qualifying the top 24 out of the 42 players. So there are plenty of people that will progress to the next round. And then we're going to have another mode in the finals called Last Man Standing. That means every participant, one of the 24 players are going to play at the same time, same track. If you have the worst time of your group, then you will forfeit. And then there's only 23 remaining. And all the way until there's only one person standing. One round, if you have the worst time, you drop. And there's only one person dropping each round. Is the time being recorded the 5 lap time or the 1 best lap? Only the 5 lap time. The best lap doesn't really matter. If you have like a world record 1 lap, but you crash in lap 2 or 3 and still end up in a very bad timing, then you score pretty bad. No, the ultimate score will only be compared with the 5 lap time. Donut Plane 2, a very nice track. I really love this track, but it's also very difficult. The fact it's difficult is that the surface area is sand, and it makes you slide a little bit more than usually on Mario circuit tracks. So your karts sway more and drift harder. But it feels so good to do this track without crashing and without touching the sand. It really gives you a good feeling. It's having about 20 seconds per lap, which is okay. It's nice and steady. We just have another contender entering the venue. He is not participating in the time trial, but he just dropped by to say hello. He's probably one of the best players for battle mode this year around. So I will not be surprised if he wins battle mode again. He is an absolute beast. He has won the battle mode champion gold medal twice before. And so far all of his contenders or competitions are not participating. I think the closest person that comes to his level is the American player Drew Blomfield, who has been in the finals with him a couple times. So we will see who's going to be the best this year. I don't want to jinx anything, but I really think these two are going to be in the finals of battle mode. I agree, Mara. Sometimes you just have a very good day, and sometimes you do not. But I think the fact is, it's only a one try. You cannot make any mistake. So it's all or nothing, really. And some tracks are just utterly horrible to play. Like, I know Mark now a couple years, and he's driving pretty steady. That's probably a way better weapon as a skill set than being able to score really high but make a lot of mistakes. Of course, if your average is higher or faster, then of course that's ultimately better. But making sure you have a steady drift, steady racing skills is very powerful in this one try setting. Because there is no reset. See, he takes no risks, but his lap times are going to be pretty much the same all 5. Easy does it, a 152. Look at this time. All within 0.2 of a second. Except lap 1. But that's probably because of the zoom start. It's usually the lap 1 is the slowest. But because at the very end of the lap you're slowing down pretty big time, that a zoom start is more powerful over the finish line. Mario Circuit 3, we're almost 75% along the way. No, 50%. 50%. We're almost halfway for the mark. This is track number 10 out of 20. Many players non-favorite because it's just super long. It hurts their fingers. Indeed, Kelpanel. Rainbow Road on the 64, even with shortcut, is an absolute monster. Especially because if you're gonna do the mini boost all the time, oh man, that hurts. I agree, I think Rainbow Road on the 64 is much worse than the worst track on this game. Yep, without the shortcut, that's 6 minutes of fun. Mark here doing pretty steady. No fun, no weird stuff, just clean driving. And they grab their phones to make a screenshot. Ooh, lap 3 is a little slow. We probably bumped into a wall. And lap 1 is kind of slow. But, you know, everybody here makes a mistake or two. Making a mistake is not uncommon, especially for a one try. And Mark is now officially halfway. Track 11. Most players non-favorite Koopa Beach tracks. They drift a lot, there's a lot of water that slows you down. Unless you know some sort of gliding trick. Mark does here for a little bit. It upkeeps your top speed a little bit longer. He's doing pretty well, I must say. but eventually it takes the safe road through the water. I never saw Bowser in the diving gear. For all I know, Kart are not meant for scuba diving either. I think with the strategy that Mark uses here, it might even be better to have picked another character like Mario, who has maybe a little low top speed but has a higher acceleration. And for the longest time I had a faster time here with Yoshi than I ever did with Bowser and Donkey. So one of the rare occasions that a slower character on paper actually results in a better time. So especially for beginner players, they probably rather choose Yoshi. As you can see on screen, Yoshi, Toad and Koopa are played, and only 2 times by a heavy character. And also, I think after this track you're gonna see a track that's also mostly being used by slower characters. Also mainly because you are going to crash very often in that one. But no spoilers, no spoilers. We're gonna see it soon enough. But most players will not be bothered by switching characters in between tracks. A little bit too much of gardening there, Mark. You lost a second because of the flower. This is quite a rough track to be steady. Chocolate here is actually grip level 3, and 3 means the worst, almost. This is even worse. You have no grip here. But like I said earlier, some people want to pick another character for a certain track. This is one of them. Because of the ice cubes, there's a lot of chance that your character will be completely standstill. So if you want to have like a time near a minute, there's a higher chance of success if you use Toad or Koopa. And if you really want to have a sub-minute, then it's time to upgrade and go to the heavy characters. See, right now it's no problem, the road is being cleared. Cubes will not return. But the white area is actually snow, and that slows down your car tremendously. So that's why you can see people hop into the snow, try to cover as much without actually driving through it. And there we go. Not too bad with a couple crashes. Even went for a sub 12. Bowser Castle 3. One of the tracks with a interesting gimmick at the very beginning of the track. If you're going too fast with Mario or Bowser, their speed will launch the character so high in the air that you might drop in the lava in a second. Okay, here very carefully you can hear his engine drop down in speed a little bit, just to prevent him from being launched. And the second gimmick of this track is that the lane with the 4 tromps, there is a chance that all the tromps are down and that you're absolutely blocked your way. I mean, there's 25% chance one of them is up, but there's also a chance that all of them are down, or just dropping down the moment you drive through them, causing you to be completely flattened and cost like about 6 to 7 seconds, not more. Yeah, I can see on this controller that he lets go of the gas briefly. If you wonder why you're always dumping into the lava, because you're going too fast. Another trick to avoid it is to jump over the first barrier manually, but the risk of that is if you're doing it too soon, you will drown in the lava. If you want to contend with these guys, you kind of have to learn for it. Oh, he did the trick in between the wall and the tromp. Mario Circuit 4. Also one of the longest tracks, and the one that if you want to go for a good time will hurt your thumb. I kinda like this track. It's a track they used in the Nintendo Championship 1993. Where you have to play as Mario and set a good time. There were 8 qualification days, and if you're the best one of that day in your age category, you will progress to the final day on the Sunday, where you have to participate against 63 others. Playing only this track, one attempt with Mario. And you have to win like a knockout system, so the top 32 continues, then the top 16, the top 8, and then the top 4 for the finals. And every time you have to play this track with Mario. So consistency again is key in order to have a high chance on victory. If you want to take risk, if you want to force yourself to be number 1, and because you take risk, you make a mistake, you will suddenly end up last. It's high risk, high reward, of course. That's always the case with championships. But even during a race, there are minor safe strategies that you have to use. Jumping over barriers is high risk, high reward. But it's also very easy to use. So it's an easy gain. And we're going now the last 5 tracks, starting with the Special Cup track, Donut Lane 3. This lane is absolutely horrendous to play in Grand Prix 136. very tight corners, slippery course, a lot of water, a lot of bumping going on these bridges. So most players do not even finish 150cc because of this track. They just simply cannot pass it. And even if you pass at 4th place, you still need to crawl back up to the podium, be number 1 in order to beat the game. And the track after this is also not pretty. It's more doable, but if you make a mistake, it's very painful. So far so good for Mark, doing pretty steady on this track. He is jumping over the gap and then sliding. What some people do also is jumping beforehand and then jump over the water to make a more sharper turn. But he only does the jump over the gap. Of course a little less fast, but a little less risky as well. For not all that too much time win. So he did a good job, 127. Oh, this is a very pretty time. For this track, you have to be happy with this. Of course, there's a time 125 to prove me wrong. There's someone that just one tries an even faster one. But I think the world record here is far below 120. Crazy. And after the qualification, we're doing last man standing once again. Setup is at TV number 5. That means the top 5. Then it's the top 4, which is unfortunately no longer my TV. Everything beforehand, I'll be broadcasting. Going to see some high-end gameplay. It's either I believe those are the top 4 that I can call. And then we have Aaron, that's exceptionally good in time trial. Mario from France. So we definitely have like an easy top 5 that's a pleasant thing to watch. Okay, right now I can see that 2 people have submitted the scores already. That means 2 players are already completed their that 20 track. Let's see who's complete. Michael Jongerius is complete and Drew Blumfield. And number 3 is complete. Tif is complete. So now they're just going to chill out a bit until the remaining of this group is complete, and then they're going to swap players. And right now the scores are coming in. I already have 5 now. Edwin Peters is done. Shores is done. And another one. Oh yeah, it's going fast now. Already 6 people are complete. Mark here, who is 2 more tracks to go. I see on 2 TVs next to Mark, they are on Rainbow Road, so they have just completed and submitted their score. So they're taking a little break afterwards. Is the spreadsheet with the times available for public viewing, or is yep, you guys can watch it as well. Let me copy and paste the link. I should set up a bot for this. But yeah, let me look it up. It's for there is currently no time available because I can only copy paste it once I have all the entries. I'm not gonna copy paste when any track is complete, but right now this is empty. But go there, bookmark it. But all the times, all the tracks, all the results of all the days are going to be there. Right now it's completely empty. If you look at the spreadsheet on time trial qualification, you can kind of see the layout. I tested it yesterday and the layout is still there. Starting Tuesday, 3 p.m. Here, hi. So I update the spreadsheet once I have all the scores. So yeah, there's a reason I do not participate. There's just a lot of things to do on the background. I have now 8 entries. There we go. Mark is now completed with track 19. 1 more track to go, and there we have it. And then we have a little break on this stream. And he agreed. Last track, Rainbow Road. Here we go. This track is absolutely beautiful to play. There are no railings in this version. No railing whatsoever. On the 64 there's railing, but yeah, I guess after 6 minutes of driving, you really want to have the track some railing. This one, no railing whatsoever. You fail, you fall. Just like that. So there are in total 42 players. That means 21 teams. So my copy paste will start once I have 21 people submitting their score. Then I know for sure that everybody has sent in their times. And then they're going to swap seats. And that's when my task will be to copy paste as soon as possible. Eliminate all the formatting bugs and copy paste it for everyone in the world to see. There we go. A 142. So Mark and Arantes can have a little break here. You can grab a drink, go to the toilet. So in the meantime, I'll just show this little break here. And for the people's pleasure, I'm going to play a little Mario Kart song in the background. So enjoy, guys. I'll be back in a little bit.